when I'm sorry just doesn't cut it, and you're stuck in an argument and you just can't move forward. You need this 5-step strategy for meaningful accountability. I want you to watch all the way to the end because I'm going to give you the 5 steps to meaningful accountability. I also call this my 5-step forgiveness formula. First, though, we have to quickly review the difference between an apology and accountability, meaningful accountability. Now, an apology, you know this, can be as simple as, I'm sorry. For minor mistakes, minor missteps, often this will repair your connection and you can move forward together, no problem. However, for big mistakes or repeated mistakes, in order to move forward, just get past it or just let it go. Your loved one needs to see you taking steps to change the behavior. And that's the big thing that separates an apology from accountability, changing our behavior. Now, in fairness, this can be easier said than done. Our brains are wired to resist behavior change. They like things predictable, stable, and familiar. However, in these 5 steps, I'm going to give you the secret key that makes it easier to change your own behavior. And I'm also going to set your loved one up to make it easier to forgive you. That is a double win. You ready? Here we go. Step 1, summon your sincerity, your genuine desire to make things right with this other person and move forward. For example, you might say, I'm taking this really seriously and I'm committed to making things right with you. Step number 2, acknowledge specifically what mistake or error you made. Specific is terrific. It communicates that you understand why the other person is unhappy with you. For example, I acknowledge I didn't follow through on my commitment to be home early enough to make dinner for our family together like we planned this morning. Step number 3 is the big kahuna. This is the key. I want you to reflect on how you might feel in the other person's shoes. This is the secret key to unlocking your own ability to change your behavior more easily. When we reflect on how our actions and behaviors impact somebody else and makes them feel, this can generate empathy in us, empathy for their feelings. Empathy is one of the most powerful motivators for behavior change, and it can supercharge any effort you make to up-level your patterns of behavior in a relationship. Step number 4, ask for forgiveness. Do this out loud. It shows that you don't take it for granted that they have a choice to extend forgiveness. And by highlighting their choice, you help them recover their sense of personal power in the situation. For example, simply say, do you think you can forgive me? Step 5, honor their experience by listening when they share their perspective, then validate their feelings. Remember, you don't have to agree with their perspective. Just make space to hear it, respect it, and understand it from their point of view. For example, I heard you say you feel hurt and frustrated that I didn't honor our agreement. It's completely reasonable that you would feel that way. Now here's a bonus tip. Avoid these non-apology statements. They come from defensiveness. This is not meaningful accountability. It's not even really an apology. I'm sorry you feel that way. Or you're choosing to be upset. We all create our own experience. Hello, spiritual bypassing and manipulation. Or it wasn't my intention to. Bleh. Or I'm sorry already. Aren't you satisfied? So now you know both what to avoid and what to say step by step when I'm sorry just won't cut it. Now, if you've got questions, I love questions. Hit me in the comments and take care now, y'all.